Ooh. Just take the chocolate biscuits down. That looks a bit better. Just waiting to see a little bit more. It's a little bit bright there. Should we just take that down? Okay, this is just a test on the first video that we'll be contemplating doing. And as the actual title of it says, it's all about you. Okay, it's all about you. It's all about getting you back to a place where you feel relaxed, you feel calm, and you are able to carry on and deal with the things that you need to deal with. And one of the first things that we have to say in regards to mental health is it's all about you. Not the doctors, not the medication. It's all about you. It's about self-help and it's about self-care. Those are two of the biggest, most important steps in the road to recovery from mental health challenges. Challenges? Yes, challenges, not issues. They're challenges because sometimes it's difficult for people to get up out of bed and go about their day to do what they need because life has not been fair towards them. They feel run down, they feel unlistened to, they don't feel that there's enough support out there. And I totally agree with them. There is not enough support out in the world today with mental health. As we can see in the UK, we have got the Duchess of Cambridge doing early years mental health. This is something that should have been done years ago. Years and years and years ago. But you need to be able to pick up what it is that is going to set a young child on the road to mental health. One of the biggest ones is abuse, and it's never addressed by the system. Everything the system does comes in a little book. It's called theory. It's what they learn when they are at college and university. It's all about theory. It's about one person, two people, three people, four people, a little bit of research, sat down, and it's somebody else's interpretation of a mental health challenge that somebody else has. Unless you live that life, you don't really have a lot to say. Because mental health challenges affect everybody. It's called mental well-being. And there is not a soul that walks this planet, even the top elite people, billionaires and everything else. There is not a person that walks this planet that does not have a day where they feel off. We all do. It's called being a human being. And it's being, your noggin is only registered to take so much of the curveballs that life actually throws at you. Some people are built stronger than others, mentally wise, and they're able to pick up on things and kind of guide themselves into a path where they need to be to regain that mental well-being. And there are some people that need a helping hand to be able to take that step up to start that road of recovery. Unfortunately, the system doesn't give you that hand. It's down to support groups and other people. You can learn all you want out of a textbook. A textbook will only tell you so much. It's life experiences. And any counselor will tell you it's life experiences and things that work for, I don't know, Jackie down the road has had a challenge that she's gone through, and she's found something that helped her get back onto that even keel. And all of a sudden, somebody across the other side of the world has picked up something that Jackie has said on TikTok or something that somebody's repeated that Jackie has said that they've seen, and they thought, you know what, I'm going to give that a go, because everything the doctors and the nurses have given me hasn't worked. And they give it a go and it works. So that's where we come in. That's where we come in. It's called a lifetime of experiences, and it is all about you. Now, I'll say it's all about you. And yes, it is. Excuse me. And you can't not take that away from you. It is all about you. It's about you getting your life back on track. It's about you being able to have that social interaction with people that you haven't been able to have for a very long time. It's called small steps. Can you recover from your mental well-being being blown to pieces? Yes. With the right help and support, you can recover. We have programs available, and we will be having retreats available to help people understand that it's all about you. You need to set the boundaries. You need to start your self-help, and you need to start your self-care. Now, one of the biggest things that everybody does that's feeling down in the dumps is we all get up in the morning and we all disappear through to the bathroom because nature calls. Nature. We look in the mirror as we're washing our hands, and what we see back is what is reflecting us from the inside. We're feeling rotten, we're feeling downtrodden, and we didn't have a good night's sleep because things are bothering us. So we turn the tap off, dry our hands, and walk out the bathroom. Stop, go back, turn that tap on, and splash your face with a lot of water. And the reason that I say splash your face with a lot of water is that you have a lot of nerve endings in your face, quite close to your brain. And it's a reaction of your face waking up and telling your brain, I've got to be alive. It's morning. So your next step is go for that shower. If you can't manage the shower, at least put on a different top and a different bottom, because you've got changed. And if you can keep doing that every day, remember, it takes 21 days to break a habit. 21 days. We will be with you all the way through. Even when you've decided that the course was enough, that you've done what we've provided for you has been enough, a dip further down in the end of the road, and we will still be there on the other end of the Zoom call, at the other end of the telephone, to be there to help and support you, because we know what it's like. We will be covering an enormous amount of topics that fall within the mental health range. We will also be covering topics of some of the best natural products in the world that may be able to assist you in getting your mind back to an even keel place. I tried Twinings Rebalance Tea or Balance Tea. Didn't think it would really do anything until I had a cup or two. And then I noticed that I actually felt a little bit more perked up. So when I've known that somebody's been a bit down in the dumps, I suggested this cup of tea. Try it. You never know. Unless you've tried something, you never know whether or not it's going to work. We have many, many areas of where we've heard things have what other people have done to get themselves back up onto the road of recovery. We've asked them if we can use their what they've used and how they've figured out. And yes, they've actually turned around and said they would love us to use it, because at the end of the day, if somebody out there could make use of that information in getting themselves back onto the road of recovery, then surely it's down to us to be able there to support you to be able to get onto the road where you actually need to be. Now, a lot of mental health challenges, if picked up early enough by either yourself or a loved one or a work colleague, it takes somebody just to say, notice you're a bit off today. Is everything okay? Because do you know what? It's okay not to be okay. It's okay to find your voice and tell that person, thank you for asking. Do you mind if I actually tell you that, yes, there is something wrong? I need somebody to talk to. 9 times out of 10, you are going to find somebody that will turn around and say, come on then, let's go and get a cuppa. Tell me what's on your mind. Let's return to being humans, helping each other, being there. A lot of these things can be nipped in the bud before they actually get on that massive big roller coaster ride and become that runaway train that you just cannot stop. There are many methods out there that can be used. There are things out there that HRs in companies can pick up on and can do these things to actually help their fellow workers. Instead of making their worker feel ostracized and like they've broken some law, you need to be there as an employer to help them. Because if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't have a job, because they wouldn't be in at work, nobody else would be in work, because there wouldn't be a company to run. So you need those people, and you need, as a company, you need to make sure that you have people who are qualified, trained enough, understanding and empathetic in what is happening within somebody's life. Okay, I'm sitting in front of you today, and I'm middle-aged, if you would like to say that. I'm sat here, I'm dressed nicely, I'm sat in a nice little room, got it very nicely decorated with some perfumes and everything behind me. My mirror, my window, my printer and my microphone on one side, my computer in front of me, and I'm talking to you about mental health. And I've got a smile. And I look as if I've been on holiday, but I can assure you I haven't. And I've got the life is a journey, and you hold the map. I bought that after I'd had an enormous mental health challenge. And I hold the map. I hold the map to my recovery. I hold the map to me getting better. I held the map to start that recovery. You hold that map to do the same thing. And with our support and guidance with our ebooks and our courses and things that we are bringing out, we will be able to help you and support you get back to where you need to be. Now, as I said, a doctor once turned around and told me that he could give me all the medication in the world for my noggin, but it wasn't going to make me better. It was just going to, like a piece of chocolate fudge cake and some ice cream or some hot custard, it's just going to cover it. It's like a Band-Aid. It's not going to do anything. It's just going to cover it. It's just going to mask it. Because at the end of the day, what's making me feel like that is still there. Because it's unresolved. Unresolved traumas, unresolved mental health challenges become oppressed, making mental health challenges for some people absolutely mind-blowing. And when it gets to that stage, even the world of psychiatry is very scared to step in and start treatment, because they fear that the treatment will be an overload for that person's mind. So surely, wouldn't it be better if we could assist people now with the support of experience of people that we've that we know, with trials and tribulations that they've been through, the experiences, surely those are of far more value, especially the coping mechanisms that people have got hold of, devised, or somebody else has told them about. Surely those are the most important things to help us on our way forward. It's all about you. One-to-one, groups, Zooms, it's all about you. You take away from our course what makes you better. You don't have to tell us everything. You give us a basic outline, and we find the information that will help you on your way forward. It's all about helping you regain where you need to be. Drop us a line. Let us know. We're asking for people to come on to podcasts, a phone podcast, a Zoom podcast, anything where you've got a story to tell. Your story and your coping mechanisms could be the coping mechanisms of several hundred, maybe several thousand people around the world. Something that you think is totally irrelevant. There could be just that one person in the world where that coping mechanism will work. So join us on this road, on this trip of helping people, being there for people, reading the books, doing the courses, and getting back to where we need to be. Because it is all about you.